Ooh. And speaking of new
Is that a
things,
cat?
oh, this is my kid.
Oh, cool. Right on.
But
Is he
speaking of,
alive? Oh yeah. Okay.
he's a deep sleeper. I hope so.
Yeah.
Uh,
It'd be horrible
can
if
you imagine my cat
yeah,
died on the
your
Zoom?
cat was dead and then this was the interview.
That your new record is here, your fourth album with Bleachers. I know we have been looking forward to this. I'm curious for you tonight. Is this your first time playing the album live?
No, like we played modern. It's the fourth time we've played Modern Girl.
The fourth time.
So
Okay.
yeah, we're slowly building up to it. It's crazy when you integrate new music into a set. You just it changes the vibe of everything. So since the tour starts in the UK. We're still easing into it. So you're just gonna get, you know, we're getting there.
A little teaser. Um, I've been loving all the new stuff. We've got to check that music video for Tiny Moves. It is so stunning. Your wife, Margaret, co-directed and also starred in it. And the two of you together, I feel like, are just such creative forces. What is that working relationship like?
That's the first thing we worked on together, but I wouldn't say we worked on it together because she really did everything. You know, I stood on a car, sat on a car, I leaned on a car all night. She choreographed the dance, she directed it with Alex Lockett, so it was really her entire vision.
Her
Yeah,
vision.
and I wrote the song when she was working in New Orleans and I was down there with her and I wrote the song. So there's something nice about it came from being together and then her making the video. But I don't take much credit for that video.
So we shout out to Margaret for that one.
Yeah, I didn't do shit.
Well, you have done a lot. When I think about like a lot of the pop music that I love, when it has your touch, Jack, I feel like it's just better. And you've worked with some of the greatest
Thank
artists
you.
of our time. Taylor, Lana, Lord. I'm curious for you, when you get into the studio with each of them, how do you adapt your style to fit theirs?
I don't think about it that much. I just think about where we're going and what we're doing, and then it kind of materializes the things that excite you in the room. You know, you're not looking to be anywhere you've been, and you're not trying to go anywhere that you've already thought of. You're trying to find something brand new. So it feels a lot like, you know, walking into the dark. If that, yeah, it just feels like you've left everything behind.
Ooh. And speaking of new
Is that a
things,
cat?
oh, this is my kid.
Oh, cool. Right on.
You wanted to join. This is Pretty Boy.
No,
Okay.
I thought it was a pillow and then I saw it move. I was fucked up.
Yeah, he's asleep. He's snoring, so I couldn't move him. He
Yeah.
wanted to join.
I
But
just know it was alive. Yeah.
he's alive. He's alive and well. But
Is he
speaking of,
alive? Oh yeah. Okay.
he's a deep sleeper. I hope so.
Yeah.
Uh,
It'd be horrible if
Can you imagine my cat died on the
your
Zoom?
cat was dead and then this was the interview.
Wow, documented.
Yeah. Sorry.
That'd be so tragic.
Yeah. Will the people be able to see your side of this or just mine?
Oh, they'll see mine. Yeah. He's
Okay,
fully
cool.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a prop.
Maybe they'll be as shocked when it moves.
My dead cat. Okay, speaking of new things,
Yeah.
Lana is coming out with a country album, which you were working on with her. What do you think fans will be most surprised and most excited about with Lasso?
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like to put much in people's heads because there's already so much in people's heads. How's
And
that
then
for a bullshit answer?
I can appreciate that because then it's their own interpretation. There's no swaying it.
Yeah, it's just like exactly what you said.
It's so funny because I think about like listening to music for the first time, hearing your album today, like that's the best part of our job is getting the screener and just all the places that it takes you. And the first listen, like that's something so special about that. You are creating music, you're listening to music. When you first listen to a song the very first time, do you hear, Jack, more of the lyrics first or the melody? Like what does your mind go to?
That's up. It depends on the song. Some songs kind of like pull me to hear the melody first, and some songs pull me to hear the lyric first. That cat is alive, and I feel like it's something you play with. Sometimes you want to disguise a lyric with a melody that is really catchy, or even disguise a melody with a lyric that jumps out first. So I always I'm very intentional about it, but then the way other people hear it, God only knows. So for me, it's so dependent. And then sometimes there'll be a song I like and I'll be humming the melody for a long time, and then it'll be 3 weeks or whatever until I realize what the lyric is, and I'm like, whoa, can't believe that's what there's a nice thing about songs, you can feel them so differently as time goes on. If there's like a song that's like really like nice melody, but the lyric is kind of like mumbled, and then you realize it's about the death of a pet or something like that, you can and you're like, oh, this is like happy beat, but it's a sad song. I love that kind of born in the USA theory.
What do you think is like, it is a special ingredient? Is there anything in particular that you can hear or you can feel and you're like, oh, this is it?
No, but you just feel it when you feel it, or you feel it when you hear it when you feel it. You feel it when you hear it. You do things, and then at some point you hear something that you can't really quantify why, because often it's like, I think about like the best like pizza or something like that. Like, it's what the fuck, you know, like why is this so much different than the others? There's only so many instruments, right? And they're not really making many new ones these days. It's not like the 70s when all these synthesizers were coming out. So you're just playing with these elements that, you know, yeah, there's the guitar, drums, cool, or sampling, whatever we're doing, trying to do some interesting shit. And then, oh my God, you just hear something and you think that's brand new, that's exciting, that's a whole different feeling. And those are the bits you run towards, and those are the building blocks of an album or a song. This is like words, right? You know, like there's only so many words, and then you put them together in a way, and for some reason it just hits in a very interesting, painful, joyous way, and you can't really quantify why. And if you could quantify it, then you could, but no one has. No one can just go in a room and do it. It comes from a magic place.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like striking magic. Yeah. And speaking of amazing albums, I have to ask you, Reputation, I feel like, is one of my favorite albums of all time.
I love it.
One song off Reputation that's your favorite?
Oh, Getaway Car, definitely.
Okay, yeah. What about second?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay.
No, sorry. Dress.
Dress? Oh, really?
Yeah, it's my second favorite.
Okay.
It's the first one we made for it.
You kind of touched on this earlier in the last answer, but it feels like, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this, like the way that music is made these days, is shared these days, is constantly changing, and maybe now more so than ever. I feel like with all that change, what excites you about like the future of music in the industry, and what scares you about it?
I'm excited by people's return to a lot of tactile things. I'm pretty excited when I see how many vinyl albums get sold and that chart going up and up and up. I'm not scared of anything. I'm scared of the same really people I've been scared of since I was a kid, which is just kind of people who come in and their goal is to extract as much money from people rather than make something great and be a part of it. You know, no artist wants to just suck money out of people, but there's a lot of people on the business side who do, and that's why it's so stressful when you go to a concert and you got to pay so much for like a bottle of water or some bullshit like that. So I get worried about, there's always someone coming calling themselves a disruptor who's just trying to break something and profit off of it. But it's kind of the same shit. So I don't really think about it too much. Like, I think, you know, when I was a kid, it was Tower Records, then it was, you know, kind of like downloading and LimeWire, and then it was streaming. And, you know, I hope everyone who makes things can make a fair living. But for the most part, it's the year ends as a couple albums that you love, a couple shows that blew your mind, and a couple people you discovered. And no matter what the technology is, it's all kind of irrelevant to this bigger thing of what music is.
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. I appreciate that. Well, listen, we are grateful for your talent, the music that you make, and this album. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Good luck with the cat.
With the dead cat.
Yeah, the cat's not dead, but
he's still alive and well.
Everything dies. Maybe that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies,
you're gonna leave our interview?
Comes back. Atlantic City by Bruce Springsteen, written about your cat.
Wow, the dedication. Who knew?
Right?
Thank you, Jack. Have fun tonight.
That was fun. Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out a few more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. We'll see you next time.